Okay guys, a warm welcome back to the Forensic Detailing channel. Forgive the wind noise. Today we have a very special video because I'm over at Dan's Timeless Classics and behind this shutter door is a surprise and I'm really excited about this. Look at this thing. Look at this. Just look at it. And here he is, not him.
Let me tell you something.
Here he is in the corner, weary and tired from his adventures getting this car. It's Dan's Timeless Classic, the D to the C. Dan, say hello.
Hello.
What
I'm
is
recovering
going on?
after that journey yesterday.
Yeah.
6-7 hours or whatever it was. We were out for about 12 hours, I think, but yeah, it was a long day and it hurt me.
Yeah,
So,
your back.
yeah.
It's still not good,
Yeah.
which is why I got the pleasure yesterday of driving this car back. So this is Dan's new acquisition. Dan, what is it?
It is an Aero, John. It's a 996 Aero, but we believe it's the best Aero in the country.
Yeah.
We know the car from our Pinky's Aero Club, owned by a guy called Nigel Wilkins, who races this car in the Porsche GB Sprint Championship Cup. So he does hill climbs in it and sprint races around circuits where they start from the pits, do one hot lap. And so we know the car well. It's well known in the Porsche industry community, certainly in the PCGB community. And it's just mega because it's just not a Carrera 2 anymore. That's how it started its
This
life.
is just a 996 Aero. There's nothing special about this car, Dan.
No, you know, because you've driven it.
Pump zoom, pump zoom.
Yeah, it's literally a race car underneath. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Well, should we start with the basics though, of what it is? So this is a 98, is it?
It's a 1998 cable throttle C2 Carrera.
Factory Aero.
It's not a factory Aero, but it's one of those ones that could have been
Dealer
done at the
fitted
dealership,
Aero.
Dealer fitted Aero. In glacier white.
Glacier white.
Already it's rare.
Numero punto uno. Glacier white is a lovely colour for these cars, and there's not many in this colour. That's the first thing, and it works. It gives it a retro vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, white's cool again now, isn't it? From the 80s and 90s, white was a big thing, but particularly the late 90s, we were all on metallic cars by then, so silver in particular, which is why the 996 is so popular in silver. Blacks and greys and metallic blues became popular.
Yeah.
So white's just died off. So in America and like Singapore, this would be like quite a standardish sort of colour. But in England, it's just non-comprende.
Yeah, because there
We
was a
only know
thing
about
with silver.
4, yeah.
That's why so many of them are Arctic silver, because of that time period.
It was their flagship colour as well.
White wasn't considered a premium colour, but it's funny because it works on this car, and the fact they didn't use a lot of it, you know, and there's not a lot of cars in this colour, and it works, now makes this car, it adds value. And if it was a completely stock, standard Aero glacier white car in good condition, it would be worth a premium over a normal one anyway.
Yeah.
But this isn't a standard stock car, which is part of what makes it special.
Yes. Well, I mean, obviously white's a motorsport colour as well. So the cup cars were all white. They were made white and then they were wrapped to whatever livery. So white's got a motorsport heritage to it. So this guy's certainly followed that theme and he's rebuilt this car basically initially to a GT3 spec. So he's all the suspension, all the hubs, the axle, all the arms, everything is all GT3. So that's the first thing he did. But then over and above, the reason why he did that is because he's rebuilt the engine, John. But unlike all the rest of us, he hasn't built it as a 3.4, he's built it as a 3.7.
So that's number 2 feature.
Yeah, but we've seen that a few times with Hartec, obviously. But this isn't a Hartec build 3.7. This is a race build 3.7. So he's basically done, it's a custom 3.7. This has got light and balanced crankshafts, forged pistons, titanium Conrads. It's all built for motorsport strength. Rods, yeah. And then the reason why he's done that is so that he could get the maximum power he could get in his class, which is 360 horsepower, which this car runs 356.
Yeah.
So it's just like 4 or 5 horsepower well, 6 horsepower short of its maximum in its class.
And about 20 or 30 horsepower over what you'd normally get from a 3.7
more
conversion.
than that. I mean, to be honest, all the 3.7s we spoke to, they're all like, a lot of them in the early threes. We know of 323, Hartec one at 323, and MLR's is 322. It's this 356, but it's the torque.
And Nigel got it up to that sort of level, and then just kept going because he wanted more, didn't he?
So he got it originally to over the 300 into those early threes, but he wanted to get as close to 360 as possible. So he just kept going.
I got one of those.
So obviously the Evolution airbox played a part in that because it's got a...
Oh, it is strapped in there. That's interesting.
It's got a GT3 cup throttle body.
Slightly
So the
different,
throttle body is an 82mm board cup throttle body, like we had that conversation about a GT3 one.
Yeah.
This is a modified GT3 one.
So that's bored out to 80, is it?
82mm.
I bet you. See, I'm talking about this. I want to have a look inside that because
see what the flap's doing.
I think it's bored out so much that it's just a tube and the lip's gone.
There's no lip. Yeah,
and that might be why it's quite aggressive when you get on the accelerator.
The other reason why it's aggressive is because it has a race-built gearbox. So this car's got a gripper diff. It's got a motorsport clutch, light and flywheel, but even all the springs in the gearbox have been uprated so that they're designed for launching, because with sprint starts these guys launch them, so they sit in the pits, the light goes green and they go, and they need to get all the power down as quick as possible without as much wheel spin and just lay it down. He's also done, because he's got all this air take, he's done fueling, so he's got custom Bosch injectors. So
BMW injectors.
They're equivalent to a BMW injector. I believe BMW do use this particular type of Bosch injector. I don't know on what engine. He never told us that.
And it puts through more fuel.
Yeah, so the standard was like 220, 227, and this car's like 280s, 285s, and they're maxed out now from where they are. So they are the max fuel you can get. And then of course it's got all the right exhaust system, X51, some X51 manifold, and then obviously custom stainless steel exhaust system.
Another aero's just turned up over there while we're talking live.
That's Dom, isn't it?
That's Dom.
Dominique.
Dom of the Anglesey Arms. So we'll cut there and then we'll go back to, we've done engine mods and we need to talk about some of the other modifications because they're extensive. So we'll just cut here and we'll come back. Okay guys, so we're back. So we've covered engine modifications, Dan. What else? What's the suspension mods on this car?
So the suspension on the car is a full Bilstein adjustable coilovers, which are GT3 coilovers, genuine GT3 ones.
Yeah.
And then they've been rebuilt, and then it's got a RSS bump steer kit on it, so all the arms are adjustable. It's got IBAC coffin arms, it's got GT3 hubs, all the arms on it are all adjustable, all either RSS, IBAC or GT3. So it's a full track, GT track setup, not just a normal Carrera setup.
And brakes?
It's got the floating disc, so the rotor gyro disc, at the moment it's running on yellow EBC, yellow stuffs, because he said that they're for road, but he's given me another set of pads, which I'm sure he said were Car Graphic, Car Culture or something, and they're track pads. So, but he said they're so noisy on the road that you just have them for track.
PBS Pro Race.
Yeah.
Do a bit of both.
I use, they do both. He runs 2 pads. And then the wheels are Braid Forged Motorsport lightweight wheels with titanium wheel studs and nuts. So you've got the stud kit.
Yeah, AO52s.
AO52 semi-slicks.
And now let's talk about the interior on this, because there's a few things that are really cool about this car as well. This car has the elephant ear, genuine Porsche embossed GT3 seats, which are they just look phenomenal in this car. They really bring up the interior, don't they?
Yeah.
They just turn. If this had a set of stock seats, and there's nothing wrong with the more sports seats, they're all good. But the car is so good that it deserves these seats.
It wouldn't be that level, would it? The seats take it to that next level.
Yeah, and these seats are cost an arm and a leg, and they're beyond what I can ever budget for. So it was nice to experience them again.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't. To be honest, I wouldn't be able to afford to buy a set of seats like that. They go for about between 5,000 and 7,000 in leather.
Yeah,
I have seen people asking 10, 12,000, which is just insane.
Yeah,
the
they do
demand
sell.
for them is
Because
global.
they're so nice. They're the best seat you could ever really put in these cars. They're just lovely. Now, one other thing about this car, which I really love, is the gear shift. So this is, what's the gear shifter?
So it's got a custom gearbox. The gearbox is all rebuilt, custom spec with a gripper diff. It's got custom gear linkage system. It's running GT3 OEM cables because he tried the numeric ones, but they gave too much chatter because of the light and flywheel.
Yeah.
But the shifter system underneath there is a numeric system.
So he's got a numeric shifter in there that you can go and buy, and they're about 700-800 quid.
It's like a shotgun system.
But it's so good. You like the gear
I've got the same one in
change.
DTC, John.
I don't want to force it that clutch down, but I mean the gear change on this car is absolutely phenomenal, and it makes me want to get the numeric shifter. Even though my gear shift is nice, this is on another level of just accuracy and lack of play, and just like the gear change is amazing. But he managed to get the numeric shifter, which is like a frame. Dan's got it in his car exposed. He managed to get the original cover over the top of the numeric shifter, which is good. This needs to be, this little cover plate for the center console delete needs to be shored up because they vibrate. Just a little bit of tape under the edge. I've done it on mine. You could cover that in black Napa leather as well. That might be good. The gear shifter, yeah, is incredible on this car. It's got the Mod 7 Momo steering wheel, which I really like, but Dan doesn't like the yellow bit, and I kind of get what he means. You could get the black edition one or another high quality steering wheel, but it's still pretty amazing.
I've got my own steering wheel though. I've got a renowned USA custom steering wheel.
He's got a very expensive one that you might put in there.
But it's in CGA.
It's also got a carbon fibre roof, so
Yeah.
that he's gone through the pain of putting the carbon fibre roof in, but it's also got the Alcantara headlining.
I'm going to keep an eye on you. You don't have that away. You're already
Yep.
eyeing up the red
See,
seat
like,
belt.
if this was any other car, I'd be eyeing this up, but
And the seat belt.
that's staying put, you know. But the interior of this is actually a dark grey.
Yeah, it looks black, but it's not.
It kind of looks, yeah, it'll look black in this light, but it's actually a dark grey. And we even think that you might be able to see it on camera that it's got a slight rose tint in it, and it might be the same that was in that purple one that we had. That we were really
That just
interested
seemed
in.
so much lighter though, didn't it?
Yeah, it had it's almost got like a little rose fleck, but it's very subtle. So it's more a grey with a very subtle little hint of rose that you can sometimes see in certain lights. It's got what's it called? A Tech what?
Tech art.
A Tech Art cage, which is all stainless, and it's just a really nice cage in there, and it's got the GT3 floor carpets in the back.
Yeah, so it's seat delete, but he's done it properly using GT3 genuine carpets, and all the brackets have been removed exactly like the GT3. So there's no seatbelt fixings. You don't have the silly hole in the middle because he's bought it as a new carpet set.
Yeah.
So you can't even fit rear seats back in it without taking all that back out.
And this keeps getting better, guys, because this car, as well as just having the engine renewed, and it was done like 2,000 miles ago,
2,000 miles,
this build, so it's a fresh race engine build. As well as that, the car was bare shelled, repainted, so back to metal and painted. So every panel on the car is nice. You know, it's really good. And as part of that respray, all of these seals look like they've all been replaced with brand new seals. Every seal on the car is new. Even these
panel, the wing mirror.
These are new. They're new, and this is new. The only thing that we noticed is one of the wiper blades is short, so we're going to put standard length wiper blades. New wiper blades.
Bosch pair. I don't know why he's done that. It's obviously an aero thing.
It might be a weight saving thing.
Yeah, weight saving.
But I just noticed you don't get all the coverage with the short wiper blade.
He's got the bonnet's Kevlar carbon bonnet as well.
But you've got a stock bonnet.
But he gave us the original bonnet.
Yeah.
So we're going to put the original back on.
Yeah, I think the original one will look nicer. So this is really important to say. Dan isn't going to turn this car into like a track car because I've
got a track car already.
It's too nice.
Yeah,
it's too
rare.
nice. Nigel, the owner, you know, even though he had it to race, he kept everything to the top standard that you can do. Really, this car is everything that's been done on the car. The right people have been involved, and like just everything's been done well. And if there's something that wasn't right on the car, like these headlights, they were replaced with brand new factory Porsche headlights.
Brand new lights, brand new rear lights, brand new indicators.
And it's, you know, so it's just such a good example.
Yeah, I've done that.
These cars, you know, these cars are still...
And it's got the lithium lightweight battery system, the red line brackets with the electric cut-off.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, but it's all kind of, it's all stock, isn't it? Which is what's nice.
Well, I'm actually going to revert that back to stock because...
Are you? Well, battery-wise?
I'm going to put a stock battery back in there because these aren't good for the ancillaries and stuff, and I don't need the electrical cut-off and stuff on this. So I'm going to actually put that on my race car and put a stock battery back in there and not have that cable.
Yeah. So this isn't going to be a track car for Dan, but he might put it around a circuit because it'd be silly not to, but it's not going to be regularly tracked. That's the key thing with this. So, and I think that's right for the car because it's such a nice example. You know, if you put this, if you did like 20 track days a year in this,
you just wreck it.
The paint will need redoing. The front end will be chipped up. The brake system gets hammered.
It's
puts a wear on the car.
The problem is as I said to you, if you're going to track a car and you want to get a thrill out of it, and you really want the buzz, you've got to go for it. Real send, full send.
Yeah.
Something you can't do on the road. You go full send, and you have
full
to be
attack.
Yeah, full attack. You have to be willing, and that's when it's the most exciting. When you're on the absolute edge of skidding off, spinning round. You know,
there's nothing culture can do in a race car.
Coming off and hitting pitbull signs. You know,
he was only going 30 miles an hour. It was black flagged and he hit it afterwards.
That's when it's most exciting, and I think to do that you have to, in your head, allow yourself that you can damage it, you can write it off, you can smash it, you can bend it, you can crash the side of it.
Totally with you on that.
And you don't care, and you'll just fix it. And have that attitude.
Yeah, it creates a problem that this car is like the ultimate 996 track car. It really is the ultimate. There won't be a finer track car.
Not from a Carrera.
No, than this anywhere, I would imagine. Maybe even in the world, because of the condition and the quality of the modifications that have been done. Everything's top drawer. But the cosmetic condition is so good that Dan's got the right idea with this. It's just have this as a car to tour around in. You know, maybe do an afternoon session at Goodwood once a year.
I've already booked one. I'm going to do an afternoon session here and there, maybe once or twice a year at Goodwood.
Once or twice a week.
And I'll take it to Germany and do a road trip and do Spa in it, because I've done Spa as a race car and I've done Spa as a road car.
Yeah.
So I know I can do either or. So I could turn up to Spa, go around at 8 tenths, have a bit of fun, enjoy it, get to about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock and go, I'm done.
Yeah.
Go there in my race car, I'll keep going till the sun goes down and the tyres are smoking.
And he blows the big end bearing.
And blow the big end bearing, which is why there's another engine. So I've already got a car that I can really abuse. And what I loved about this car the most is Nigel never crossed the line. There's a line with a car that you build and you get to that point where we call it a track slag.
Yeah.
You cross the line to track slag. DTC has crossed that line. You haven't crossed the line either yet. Cross the line is when glass comes out and plastic goes in.
I've done that.
Carpets are all ripped out.
I've done that.
And it's, you know, and you start to get scratches, dents, and you put stickers over them. Yeah. And it just becomes a race car. And Nigel never crossed that.
Tiger seal.
Sealing bits on, duct taping bits up.
Cable ties.
And do you know what? As a race car, that's all acceptable and that's fine. But Nigel never crossed that line. And I really respect that. So I don't want to cross the line, and in fact, I just want to take one step back from where Nigel's got to by just de-racing it a little bit. The wheels are full race wheels. I want to put on just some more roady, nice, sensible wheels. Yeah. I'm not bothered about having a cage in it.
4S's as well for the road.
Yeah, 4S's. I'm going to put the steel bonnet back on it, a stock battery, and that's about it. And then just add a few cosmetic touches. Yeah. And not go any further down that racing avenue.
And that's it. That's all you need to do. Yeah. Because the rest of it, you wouldn't ever play around with the engine on this car. It's amazing. So sweet.
It's flawless. There's no point progressing more power out of it. It's already crazy enough as it is.
You would just maintain it, service that engine.
We don't know another 3.7 that's more powerful than this, other than possibly Mark Horton's race car. But again, until you get it on a dyno side by side. Now his car has the next step up because it has no power steering. It's full
Lighter,
race.
is it?
It runs direct cone. It doesn't run an airbox.
Yeah.
It's probably running even more fuel.
That'd be a fun car.
It's
to drive.
even lighter. Yeah, his car weighs like 1180. This car's 1260.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know,
This car is fast by modern Porsche
Yeah.
standards because 360
It's the
around
torque.
1250. Yeah, and the torque it produces and the
torque.
throttle response. The torque is there quite rapidly, actually. You know, you have, on my one, you've got to really keep going with it and wring it out. This has got a lot more low down and mid-range
so
torque.
this has about 15 less horsepower than a GT3.1, but it has 40 foot-pound of torque more.
Yeah.
And it's lighter.
And that's partly because
So
of the
power
gearbox
to weight,
as well,
it
isn't it?
outraised that completely. 996.2, it has about 40 horsepower less, but it still has 40 foot-pound of torque more, and it's still 100 kilos lighter. So again, power to weight, it's above that. In fact, you've got to go all the way up to 997.2 GT3 on paper to be faster than that power to weight. And Nigel tells us the only Porsche that beats this car in all the scene is a GT3 RS race car,
Yeah, yeah. But I've driven it. And
which is 410 horsepower.
This car is phenomenal to drive. It's so well set up. Got Miltech exhaust on it. It's very loud, but it's lovely. Like the roar that it makes is just,
X51 headers
lovely.
as well, wasn't it? X51, genuine
Yeah.
X51 headers, Miltech boxes.
It's a race car. You can
Yeah.
feel it's a race car when you drive it, but it's still, you live with this. I drove this for 3 or 4 hours yesterday, and it wasn't difficult to drive, and it cruises along on the motorway, no problems. You get about 27 to the gallon on it, which is better than my one. My one does like 23.
Yeah, you said that. It was good on fuel.
Mine does 23. There's
I
something
think
wrong
yours
with
is
mine.
over fueling.
Mine is
I think yours
over-fueling.
should do a bit better.
There's something wrong with the fueling on mine, but I'll sort that out later. I mean, and it's just lovely, everything about it. But it comes into its own when you can put it through corners and go through the gears, because the gearbox is so nice. The brakes are good as well. Just everything about this car, it's the best one I've ever driven. It may well be the best Porsche I've ever driven as well, and I've driven a few nice ones. This is just a phenomenal
it just
achievement.
ticks a lot of boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah, to be able to take something like this, and these are relatively affordable sports cars, these 996 base Carreras. This is as far as you can go, really, without looking into a 4-litre engine. But this really is as far as you can go, and everything has been done meticulously. The owner, Nigel, is the perfect person to buy a car from. He was meticulous with his approach to building this. And you can only do that when you have a kind of real passion for these cars, because it's so difficult to do stuff meticulously. It's just like, it costs a lot of money, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of dedication. And he's taken this car as far as he could go. And he's going to be going again with the GT3 and doing the same sort of thing, meticulously making that GT3 absolutely awesome. So I'm looking forward to seeing that when that's all done as well. But
There's a full
what a car.
feature, John, coming out next month in Porsche Club magazine on this car.
Yeah.
So the P1, the championship winning cars from P1, P2 and P3 have just been up to, I think, Blenheim House or something. They've done a big photo shoot and they've all given interviews and stuff about the cars. So Nigel's P2 champion, and he was runner-up overall in the whole championship. And yeah, this car's been featured. So that was with all the race livery on it and stuff.
Not surprised, actually.
So yeah, there'll be a full write-up in it in next month's magazine, which would be really cool.
And are they talking about, they've driven it, test driven it?
I don't know.
Because you need to drive this car. Like, if someone wants to talk about this car, you have to get in it and drive it, because then you're like, then you know what it's all about.
Yeah, otherwise you think it's just another 3.7.
The ride quality is phenomenal. The turning on it is really precise. It's quicker, the rack on mine. I think it's got no... I bet you if you get a look at the Geo that it's got no front toe on it at all. It's very precise. It'll follow the road, and if you're on a bad road, it will move around a bit more. Mine's got a little bit more toe in it, so it will centre itself and be a bit more stable on rough roads. But this is set up for a smooth track. And the steering rack and the steering feel is really, really good. Clutch feels great. brakes feel great, throttle response is next level. There is one job that we noticed that Dan's going to do. Those cable throttle pedals, there's play in them, and there's some left and right play. So there's
What do you mean Dan's going to do? John's
well, I'm going
already
to do
done
it.
one.
I've done it on my car. It's
Dan's going to pay for the kit and John's going to fit it. It's a Renline kit, isn't it?
Renline, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Renline from America.
Design 911
Design
set it,
911, yeah, in the UK.
Yeah, it's good, but it's fiddly to fit because you have to do it in situ when you clamp it back together. So you need all the cable mechanism in the right positions. And if you over torque it, you'll damage the pedal. Ask me how I know.
Yeah,
I snapped it.
Look at the paperwork as well. He kept every receipt for all this build, and like these are all rolling road printouts.
They're progress, 'cause it
progressed
started,
from the stock
lower
standard
and
car
went up, yeah.
at like 260 horsepower,
Yeah.
all the way through,
Yeah.
until he got to 356
Yes.
at 320 foot-pound of torque by Wayne Wizard,
Yeah.
who is the #1 guy.
Yeah, because
And
after
he's the
you've
most
done
accurate guy as well.
after you've done all this work and you've made all these modifications, so you've got a different block essentially, and you've got different intakes, you've got different exhausts, you've got different fuel injectors, you've got a different car, and then
Yeah.
you need to get somebody who understands how to set up the fueling and airflow ratios correctly for what you've got here. Nigel did tell us that he didn't adjust the rev limiter point, which you could do because he didn't. That could you know, you don't
He
want
wanted to keep it reliable. He didn't want to pressurise it.
Yeah, but
yeah,
apart
it
from
could
that,
be done.
so you could do the things I think you can configure are that obviously the rev limiter, the fueling ratios to get them correct for this car, and then perhaps because it's got a cable throttle, making sure that the throttle body actuation is correct, and Steve did that on mine, just making sure it was all optimised because Steve said you could get a few horsepower from doing that, but
yeah, just from optimising.
But fantastic, Dan. So brilliant purchase. Huge congratulations. I'm so jealous. I said to Nigel and Dan, if I was in a position to buy this car, I would have jumped in before Dan, because I spotted this before Dan as well. He doesn't know that. I spotted it. Yes, I did.
You didn't tell me.
I spotted it on piston heads.
You
But
didn't tell me.
by the time I'd gone onto WhatsApp to ping it to you, people had already posted it in the group. I would have bought it if I was in a position to buy it, but I wasn't. So I don't have any regrets, and I feel like I'm really lucky that it's just up the road from me, and I'll polish it for Dan, and I can just play around with it and do a few jobs on it for him.
And you're insured to drive it.
I'm insured to drive it fully comp.
And you're insured to drive it on circuit as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't drive this on a circuit because its value. It's just too high value. I'd drive DTC maybe, but or that Boxster that you sold, but I'd be too worried about binning it.
I'm going to be too worried about binning it.
Yeah, I'd be too worried because it's addictive, the power. But what a car, Dan! So huge congratulations! You got the dream. So I
got a white Christmas.
I was joking that now, because this guy's so addicted to 996s and like he's keeping his eye on the market all the time. Like if he sees a good car, he jumps in. But now he's got his dream car, and you will not, you'll struggle to beat this. I'm sure there's some other lovely ones out there, but now it gives me and the rest of humanity a chance.
Oh, I don't know about that. I might need to buy them for the sake of it.
Yeah,
I've got rid of all the cars. There'd be too much space around here, John. You know what I'm like with space.
This thing is just like a car
Well,
for
we've got
life.
to get DTC back in the new year anyway. Finish that engine, get that built, get that back on circuit.
Yeah. So Rick was doing a questionnaire with me the other day. I did an interview. What would if you could have one car in the garage, something like this would do me. The fact that really this isn't on paper a high value car just blows my mind, because the drive on it, you could take a $200,000 rare air-cooled Porsche, and I don't think it would ever drive as well as this car.
Probably not.
But it's whatever you love is it. But it's such a great car, yeah, phenomenal. Cheers, Dan. We'll end this one here. Don't forget to subscribe and follow Dan's journey with this car on Dan's Timeless Classic Instagram and YouTube. Yeah.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Adios.